When I was 16 years old, I was gifted my first guitar, and I hunkered down in the basement, learning how to contort my fingers on the fretboard and simultaneously strum, how to transition from one chord to the next, and how to play those obligatory Pink Floyd, Cream, and Led Zeppelin staples. Eventually, I found my original voice, nervously matching some of my own contrived lyrics to some basic guitar rhythms. Binders were stocked with lyrics for tragedies that were trivial to traumatic. Strings were constantly broken and replaced. Demos were lovingly recorded onto Maxell XL2 tapes with cheap boombox microphones, and at one point, I used a double cassette boombox to accomplish some truly lo-fi overdubs. These boasted handwritten track listings and liner notes. They were consistently distributed to my extensive network of close family and 2 friends. And so a songwriter was born. Or perhaps a songwriter was stillborn. Nearly 30 years later, I look back on those days through the lens of experience with a more refined musical filter, and I realize I'm kind of mocking my younger self. But you know what? At the time, my younger self felt like a god, an unstoppable rock star. And my songs, they slowly graduated from cringy to creative, from generic love songs to emotional, introspective gut punches. Maybe they were terrible, but I never stepped outside my insulated little bubble to truly find out. Because I was scared of criticism. I was doubtful I could find an audience. I was, as so many artists are, my own worst enemy and the biggest obstacle to my own success. And I enjoyed those songs. I wrote them, I practiced, revised, tweaked, rewrote, revisited, and subsequently lost the majority of them to time and neglect. They were never good enough for public consumption, to be heard by complete strangers, were they? The vocal cadence of that verse was a bit off, or the harmony of this chorus was a little bit dissonant, wasn't it? That last line had such generic phrasing. or did it? Earlier this year, I met up with ex-Bleach bassist and newfound friend Jerry Morrison to record a vocal for his slacker rock song, Brain Dead. You guys know it as the theme song for the Linux for Everyone podcast. Without hesitation, we released it under the band name More Sun. The vocal performance, it wasn't perfect, but it was really catchy, and I'm pretty sure my pitch was sliding around during the harmonies. I'm pretty sure people will know it's a home recording, but you know what? Screw it, because it's out there. It is released. 2 people created something from nothing. Anyone, anywhere, on practically any music platform can listen to it. They can judge it. They can bash it. They can love it. They can share it. They can be totally indifferent towards it. And listen up, because I'm getting to my point. We enabled those possible reactions by just publishing the thing. As a file being passed back and forth, that was never going to be possible. Think about how powerful that simple action of releasing your art, your creation, into the wild can be. Of course, Brain Dead was easier for me to submit to the stage of worldwide criticism because it wasn't my words or any of my own emotional truth. I didn't even write the lyric or the music, so does any of my motivational preaching even count? Maybe not. So that's why I'm releasing the first song from my solo music project, Hurricane Blonde. And it's a deeply personal project. The name itself is inspired by my wife. I'm writing the lyrics and the music. I'm performing every instrument. I'm recording it. I'm mixing it. I am bearing my soul. I'm also enabling others to react to it, to experience emotions because of its existence. I'm not going to be afraid of what comes after I click publish on these songs, and I'm going to accept the fact that the final versions of them may never be perfect. They may never sound as wonderful or polished on your speakers as they did in my head, and that's okay. So check out the first song from my band, Hurricane Blonde. It's called Cascade. You can get it on Bandcamp or your favorite music store beginning December 10th. You can enjoy the song, share it, You can ignore it if you want to, but I'll find satisfaction in the fact that I've enabled those possibilities in the first place. So think about it. Don't waste any more time creating your creations. Take little steps, set micro goals, and eventually you're going to get there. Just don't be like me and wait 30 years. I'll see you for the next video. Until then, take care of each other, and go make something.